Konnichiwa, welcome back to my Japan series. Today I've taken a day trip from Osaka up to Katsuō-ji Temple. Hopefully I said that right. I've been practicing in my head, but then you say it out loud and you're like, wait. Anyway, so I'll put the name of the temple on the screen, of course. And this temple is really beautiful. It's known for having thousands of these Daruma dolls, which again, probably said wrong. I'll let voiceover Rachel give you more information, but they're also doing a stamp rally, which is really cool. This is something they do throughout Japan. I mean, collecting stamps is like huge in Japan. There's stamps at like train stations and different events and temples and stuff. But here, the stamp rally, you get a different stamp at 6 different stations, all on the same thing, and then it adds up to one picture. So this is just like the first stamp, and I'm excited to see what it looks like at the end. Anyway, come along as I explore this beautiful temple, and then later today I'm going to go to a national park with a waterfall. These pink trees are just insanely gorgeous. Katsuō-ji is a Buddhist temple originally established in 727. It has since grown and been reconstructed. Nestled in the mountains, you must take a bus from the Minoh train station before arriving at the beautiful location. Entrance is 500 yen for adults. This includes the postcard for the stamp rally. The little dolls are just all over the place. There's thousands of them. They're on the rocks and the trees. Basically every surface has some. They're so cute. Known as the Temple of Winning Luck, this is the only place to buy kachi daruma. These larger round dolls are used to help you reach your goals. They do not grant wishes. You must work towards your goal. You color in one eye when you make the goal, and then you color in the other one once it's complete. The smaller Daruma Mikuji dolls contain words of guidance based on the ancient Chinese divination system of I Ching. Of course, I had to get a little fortune, so hopefully it's a good one. It better be a good one. Okay, let me look at it. Okay, so I did translate it, and then there's a QR code that takes you to the website that gives you like way more information. But apparently with these, it's not like strictly good fortune, bad fortune. It's more of like a horoscope and tells you like information about yourself and is like introspective about who you are, kind of. So mine said that I need to listen to people's opinions honestly and flexibly. And anyway, so it just gives you all this information on here, or you can look at like the translated, you know, Google Translate it. But it says you can show your strength by supporting the thoughts and actions of others. It is important to look closely at the person you are supporting and to be honest. So I don't know, I guess I'll work that advice into my life and all of the other advice that it had, but definitely really interesting. You can, of course, leave these somewhere on the property, but I'm gonna take mine home. He's just a cute little guy. Look at them all. They're just all over the place, piles and piles. I wonder how many are here. Okay, update on the stamp. I kind of messed it up now. The first 2 that I did, it was kind of pale and you couldn't see it very well, so I was like, okay. On this one, I stamped it twice, and as you can see, it's kind of like, you know, you can see that it's twice. Anyway, oh god, now I'm afraid it's gonna look all messed up. Okay, this is the final stamp. It does look pretty good. I wish I hadn't done black of all the colors twice, but it does look really cool. Definitely a unique, fun souvenir. You do have to wait in line at each station, of course, and the lines get shorter and shorter each time. So So if you're daunted by the long line at the first one, don't be, it'll be fine. I definitely wasn't sure about waiting in line, but I'm glad I did. Yeah, beautiful here. All right, I ate lunch at the food court in the mall at the bus station, and then I took a bus to another bus station, and both of these stations have really similar names, so make sure you are going to the right one for whatever it is you want to do. I'm now making the hike up to Minoh Falls, which should be a really scenic, beautiful walk through the woods. This area is really known for beautiful fall foliage, so if you're here in the autumn, you're gonna be in for a treat if you come here. Of course, it's spring now, but I'm sure it's still gonna be beautiful. There's a temple along the hiking path. Also, it's not really much of a hike. It's like paved. There's like a slight incline, but it's pretty easy so far, at least. I'll keep you updated. Okay, I'm about halfway. I think it did get quite a bit steeper in some areas, but look how beautiful it is. And there's also plenty of stops along the way with like shops where you can get ice cream and stuff. Someone put a bunch of flowers in the shape of a heart. How cute. Okay, I can finally see it up there in the distance. It's almost, I think, 3 kilometers from the train station, so yeah, I'm feeling it, but yay, I'm almost there. Of course, there's a ton of places right here next to the waterfall where you can get food, ice cream, drinks. Alright, I'm headed back down to the bus station, but there is one more thing I want to show you that is hopefully a tasty treat, and I'm not sure what it's going to taste like, but it's a surprise, I guess. Let's go. Look at all the cherry blossoms stuck in that little basin there in the river. So pretty. Alright, I got the treats I was talking about. They're like deep fried maple leaves. There's stands along the way closer to the beginning of the trail that sell these. It looks like 3 in this bag, and it was 200 yen. I'm gonna go ahead and try one. All right, let's try it. You can kind of see the leaf in there. I don't know. It mostly just tastes like the batter. But definitely interesting. I wouldn't say it's bad. It doesn't really taste like maple or anything. It doesn't really taste like anything, just like the fry batter. Maybe it's a little gimmicky, but it's the thing to do. It doesn't taste bad. I like it. Now I can say I've eaten a maple leaf. I've made it back down to the train station. I'm going to head back south to Osaka. Thank you so much for tagging along with me on my day trip up here in the Minoh area. Definitely suggest both this hike and the temple. The hike was just gorgeous, and I'm sure it's even more amazing with the fall colors. But with the greenery too, it was really beautiful. Just the canopy, like every shade of green, and the stream, river going along with all the little falls and stuff. Definitely recommended. And of course the temple was really photogenic and awesome as well. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Tomorrow I'm taking another day trip, this time to Kobe, and I'm gonna try some Kobe beef. So tag along or, you know, subscribe to see that when it goes online. Thanks again for watching. All right, bye.